What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
Coming at you from across the street where the Stanley Cup final between the Bruins and the Blues are going down. But in here, at the Legacy Club of Boston, Joseph Pavone here, Nick Gelso.
Talking hoops.
We're talking hoops, all right? We're talking NBA. We're talking NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors are making their NBA Finals debut against the Golden State Warriors. And Kawhi Leonard is the biggest reason why, Nick. Of course, this has Celtics fans wondering what could have happened if the Celtics made a deal for Kawhi Leonard before the Toronto Raptors did, Nick. Where do you fall in this conversation?
The Celtics will be in the NBA Finals, or
But,
maybe
you know,
it may be more
it's
lack
so
of
easy
chemistry.
to say that now, though, Nick. You know,
Yeah,
1 year
hindsight's
ago,
2020.
Of
Now,
course.
truth of the matter is, you know this, I was never a Kawhi fan. I thought to myself, I never heard anybody not want to play with Pop, except Kawhi. So I was like, one of the few.
Yeah.
I didn't know who else. Can you name anybody else that didn't want to play for Pop?
That's relevant? No, I can't think of one.
Okay, so Kawhi all of a sudden doesn't want to play with Popovich. He decides not to play. He already has that kind of gruff demeanor, so he doesn't let you inside. I wanted no part of him. And I've been proven wrong again, which I don't mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, some Raptor fans probably heading into the regular season were thinking the same thing you were. Why bring on this guy who could just bolt the season after?
Media Day. We were all standing and laughing at that.
And if you're the Celtics, you're thinking to yourself, look, if we're going to give you Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum or these draft picks, and you're only here for a year, then he's the one that's going to end up winning throughout that deal. Whereas the Raptors find themselves in a similar situation, but not so much, right?
I think that the struggle for me is Danny Ainge had an opportunity to probably dish a Rozier and a Brown and maybe a pick, because Rozier's, obviously his value was much higher than it is now, and that's gone. I mean, we're here at the Legacy Club of Boston across the street from TD Garden. The Celtics should be playing the NBA Finals over there. And I think we all had predicted them being coming out of the Eastern Conference. Who knows if Kawhi would have came and Kyrie's moods and Kawhi's moods. With Kyrie Irving, I don't know who he could play with.
I mean, maybe it could have evened each other out, you know, hypothetically. But again, I just didn't see that type of deal worth the Celtics taking on that risk, you know, giving them a Jaylen Brown or a Jason Tatum, or even if that was enough. I mean, we can't forget, DeMar DeRozan is a perennial All-Star in this league. You know, that's pretty much the best deal they were going to get.
Could never get out of they could never get Toronto out of the second round.
Right.
I mean,
and Kawhi Leonard's done it already.
Kawhi Leonard has already done it, and if that shot wasn't the greatest you've ever seen in the playoffs, I mean, there's a couple that challenge it.
Yeah, it's up there though.
Seeing Kawhi,
pretty good.
His emotion after he hit that shot made me want him in green.
What are the chances he stays though?
He stayed.
He's going to stay in Toronto.
I think so.
Whether he wins or loses against the Warriors, you think he stays?
I think he stays. And I think he's silly if he leaves. Where's he going to go?
We'll see, what does that mean for the Celtics now? Because all of a sudden the Toronto Raptors, they're here now. I mean, if Kawhi stays, we're talking about a team that could be in the Celtics' way for the foreseeable future.
There's no question the Eastern Conference has gotten significantly better, and the Celtics now have top-notch competitors.
Yeah.
And I don't know why any player would want to leave and go back out west where there's that logjam of talent. Stay in the East and start pulling franchises back to the top. Kawhi could do it, and as a Celtics person, fan, analyst, whatever, I fear those Raptors. I feared them all playoffs.
Yeah,
then again, I feared the Hornets most of the season.
You know what? Yeah,
too.
that was the team I always said that's going to stop the Celtics ultimately. I'll be one to admit, I did see the Celtics, or at least I thought the Celtics were going to be enough to pass the Bucks. But that was the team I said, look, it's going to stop there. The Celtics versus the Raptors, whether there's home court or whether they don't have it, the Celtics weren't going to be enough to top the Raptors. And here they are in the NBA Finals.
Well, who you betting on?
I'm going for game one or for the series. Game one, I'm going with the Raptors.
How about Bruins Blues?
Bruins Blues, I'm going Bees all day. Absolutely. Bees got this all day. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I'm betting on. What are you guys betting on? Head over to clnsmedia.com/win with betonline.ag. You know what? You can put in the promo code CLNS50. Get 50% back on your first deposit every single time.